Welcome to the White Void. Today I'll be talking about Easter Island, specifically the civilization that lived there, the Rapanui, and explain why they collapsed.
We interrupt our program to bring you this.
Have you ever just felt like to an interesting place? Well, you're in luck with today's sponsor. Introducing Easter Island. Introducing Easter Island is a paid subscription where you get to know general information about Easter Island. Did you know that Easter Island was created by a volcanic eruption which caused a hilly landscape, and the size of the island is 14 miles long and 7 miles wide?
Easter Island is also most famous for the statues that are there called moai, that look like this and represent the spirits of ancestors.
Not only do you get general information about Easter Island, but you also get a free trip to Easter Island every year. And if you go premium, get free Easter Island merchandise and free supplies if you take the trip to Easter Island. Thank you again for introducing Easter Island for sponsoring. But now, let's get back to the video. Before I talk about the collapse of Rapanui, I obviously have to talk about the Rapanui themselves. The Rapanui originally lived in the Marquesas Islands in Polynesia and eventually went to Easter Island and settled around 300 to 1200. They were first found by Jacob Rothschild on April 5, 1722, and it was by mistake as he wanted to find the Juan Fernandez Island. They, again, were visited by Felipe Gonzalez and he claimed the island for Spain because the Rapanui signed the document in Rongo Rongo, which is the written language of the Rapanui. Alright, so in order for a civilization to collapse, one of the 5 fatal factors has to occur. Those being environmental damage, climate change, hostile neighbors, trade with friendly neighbors, and society's response. Climate change, hostile neighbors, and trade with friendly neighbors were not a fatal factor, making environmental damage and society's response the 2 fatal factors. The main factor that caused the collapse of the Rapanui is environmental damage, as the Rapanuis were the ones to make the moai statues, and they were obsessed with making them and carved them all over the island, which caused the environment to be damaged and caused the extinction of the animals that lived there. You may be thinking, well, what was the Rapanui's response? Oh, just kill and eat each other, which eventually leads to chaos, and oh, would you look at that, there's a civil war. Yeah, it's a pretty harsh fate, and I myself don't understand why they thought violence was the answer, but I mean, hey, at least to the sense that the Rapanui still live on Easter Island. To this day, Easter Island still remains a mystery, as while we know who made the moai statues, there's still so much more we don't know about Easter Island and Earth in general. Do note though that the other 3 fatal factors could also become the reason why the Rapanui collapsed when researchers do more investigating. That's enough talking from me though. See you later and thank you for watching.